All right. So, random night, randomly wanting to play something because I've been taking a break from various things because my head's been killing me. But we're gonna try and play some Outer Worlds 2. I loved the first one. I loved it when I got the expansions and everything for free too, and I played the crap out of it. So I'm gonna be blindly playing this for the first time. Uh, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead because not that anybody from my guild will watch, but I like to let my guild know what's going on. All right, now let's launch the game, and then I'll take down my screen as soon as it actually comes up with something. Make sure all my sound's working and everything. There it goes. Sound's working. Oh, we gotta generate the shaders. Reticulating splines, if anybody remembers that from way back in the day. From SimCity. This is boring. You'd think the system I built would handle this a lot quicker. All right, you're at the end. Come on. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Ah! Yeah, that's great. Let's see here.
Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
Adjust my settings. Okay, let's see here. Window full screen, unlimited. interesting. Assist on.
What do you want now?
Let's see here. Let's see how to start a new game, I guess.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot.
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy?
Ah!
Next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
Jesus.
So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounter.
Alright. Now for the fun part of creating who we want to create presets. Because I am a lazy fuck who doesn't create my own shit. Just go with the base. I don't want any prosthetics. Let's go to the face. Let's see here. Skin tone's fine. Moles, we don't want moles. Features, what's the features? Okay. Well, I have that. Complexion. Ah, this would be great for Grandpa, wouldn't it? Everybody thinks Grandpa's probably like that anyway. Freaking assholes call me Grandpa. I like that. Hair color, let's see here. Like that. Is that the only goatee? Is that one way over here? Well, that's shit. My goatee doesn't look like that. Well, cosmetics. Don't need eyeshadow or eye makeup, cheek, lipstick, dirt. No, we don't want any dirt. Let's look at piercings. Nope, we don't want piercings. Tattoos. Can't do anything for my arm, can I? That sucks. Alright, so I guess you go to, let's see, next. Alright. Oh god, I'm a part of the Earth Directorate? Oh jeez. You're not quite sure what happened, you simply wanted to find a job that you may have lived a life. Wish it would tell you what bonuses. Lawbringer is usually what I would be. Let's just start with that. I can always create a new character unless you're a prawn. You can only do 2. Okay, see, it doesn't. It only. Okay. So we'll knock them down now. Heroic. Go with just lucky. We don't need to. Selects 2 skills to specialize in. Okay, so we know how I play. Gun. Taking speech or lockpicking. Speech gets you to various things. Speech helps you get through so much stuff. Enter your name here. Well, we're going to go with the usual thing. What a shock. Let's see how this does, because it's probably not going to be the best. We'll just go with normal. Normally I'd go with story. You know what? I'm just going to be a pussy.
Commander. My favorite agent. featured at striking fear of the law into the purveyors of oppression and corruption while waving our standard high. Unfortunately, this mission is of a more clandestine nature than your usual assignment, but it is of the utmost urgency and importance. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain triple top secret classified, this colony is outside our jurisdiction for now. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. And without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No surveillance, no spreading justice, no imposition of righteousness. Hence, no survival for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident.
Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. I know you will not fail us. Law be with you and your team, Commander.
Oh, that sensitivity needs to be moved up. Let's see here. Settings. Controls. Mouse sensitivity. Yeah. Alright, so we start off with agent armor. That's it. We don't have any weapons or anything. Gadget energy. Okay. Toxicity. Okay.
Cool. Cool.
That's great, Grubhub. Don't care. Guns 2. Speech 2. Okay. Perks. Unavailable. Favorites. Wow, look at all this. This is way different. Auntie's Choice, Sub Rosa, Order of the Senate. Okay, those are new. A cause worth killing for. Okay.
Commander, hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. This a test? The TTD devices operate by speeding up the subject's perception of time. Or is it slowing? I can never get that right. Everything just moves slower. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Didn't I just say? But this way, you don't have to risk extended hibernation. That can kill you, The lab coats swear this way's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, you're a legend. And the other agents, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves, and that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think? is some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. Call should come through at the console.
Interesting way of doing things. Oh, you can't just fall off anymore. That was fun to watch that shit happen.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their brain matter rewired after
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. All standard issue Earth Directorate Valerie units are a reliable source of information, advice, and logistics evaluation.
Gotta figure out how to get into my room. That's freaking...
Doesn't protocol dictate that agents have...
I'll be happy to look into why your door keeps jamming after the mission, Commander. Now that is, if you'd like me to.
Oh, I'm freaking stupid.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. They actually are the exact opposite. They're just a cover. That whole story, the one about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function, well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector's security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. If you're clever, you'll find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. I'll speak however I choose. Do you know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I thought a team led by someone known for their respect of the law would be more disciplined than this. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
I have a feeling everybody's gonna die.
Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mic different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Where's the unreliable? I miss the unreliable. And that crazy shit. An ugly ship.
Which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog.
Commander, Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Oh my god, get out of the way. It does look better.
we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own. Always a good idea to have a cover story.
First, need to search for shit.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53?
Yeah.
It's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Mallory? Oh. Now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No, I mean, yes, of course I would, willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Mallory. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
My slicker doesn't think our commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
Yes, I search everything before I go to areas. Because you never know what's hiding around corners for things.
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Shoot a couple for me, will you? Ibarra and I'll take security ops, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, Or DeVries' concerns over fluidity. I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry in the security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
Oh, you gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot, suppose I could hear you out.
Getting shot. Certainly part of it.
Error. Minor structural deviation caused.
Ah! Yeah, I prefer to just go and kill everything. Hit the run button.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. Been dealt with. Should have seen it. Wasn't pretty. Scared to close the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
What?
I don't even know what I'm picking up. All I know is this gun is shit.
Sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I will be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built.
Now that that's done, did I forget to mention the alarm? Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
Oh! That was amazing.
So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built. Each and every one of them. Yes,
Why can't I get a new weapon?
We're encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
The dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I will be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock of our system.
Oh my god, shut up.
And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Love itself.
Comms are down. It's going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take you out to the rendezvous.
God dang, this little pea shooter. Not my style.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Interesting.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
Oh, he lost an arm.
What do I do? Everything was fine, and then... Oh, I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
There is a 90% chance Agent Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
I don't understand. Everything went bad so fast. But we can't stay here. The mission. We've got to complete the mission. Commander, surely you ain't suggesting I leave one of our own behind? Not after what you told me back on the ship. I mean, Pascal could... She could still be alive. No. You can write me up later. But I ain't leaving here without her.
Issuing urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the skip labs to complete the mission. This unit will assist Agent Ibarra in his endeavors. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
This is so much different than... than it was way back when.
Hey, you there! Come on! What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Is this whole facility going mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots, screams. I fear we may be under attack, but how? This is the Sovereign's Arcadia! I've attempted to raise anyone within the sector, but communications are completely down. And there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. By the matriarch, your voice. You're the one I spoke to over the intercom, but you're not Mallory, which means I let an unauthorized person into the facility. No. Oh, no. I am ruined. You've played me for a fool, talked me into an action that borders on treason. And now, the price must be paid. I'm a loyal subject, I swear. Why would you do this to me? You speak to me of justice while spitting in my face and call my fealty into question with your actions. I am a subject of the Protectorate. I need not tolerate some malcontent having sport at my expense. I see. But that is a failing of mine as well. I'm far from the only one. You are far braver than me to admit such so readily. To be honest, I fear the demerits I have accrued due to my myriad failings doomed me long before I encountered you. It is only weeks, if not days, before I must face my fate. I'll just wait here for them to come and take me away. It is over for me. I need accepted. I know I'm still a loyal subject, even if no one else does. Of what matter is it if I go willingly or not? The fact is that it is unavoidable. My latest perpetual appraisal of purpose was less than adequate. It's just sitting on Arbiter Jackson's terminal, waiting like a blade above my head. When the demerits for this are added, maybe I'll be lucky and they'll just execute me instead. What do you mean, help me out? There is no help for me. Petitioning for redress is only admissible in extreme circumstances. Anything else shows a disrespect for the system's purity and perfection. I'm not certain I follow. You're saying you would alter an official report without authorization? To cover my abject failures?
Yeah, you dumb fuck.
I've heard of such a thing. Why, that could be like having a new start. Wait, what am I saying? I cannot be party to your scheme. I'd be caught for sure. You do that for me?
Nah.
Yes, at once. Glory be to the Protectorate.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna go up here to see if things...
I don't know what happened out there. This is all going wrong. Niles. He's a promising agent, but we've got no time for grieving. Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station, lest his sacrifice be for nothing.
I don't give a rat's ass about stealth.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
It is not our place to question.
Let's see something. Let's see here. I've got all this food. That's how that works.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
I like that it shows where there are things for you to loot off of bodies, because that can be a pain in the butt. don't read these things, even though I probably should.
Turn the tide. Closing in.
Shotgun, it's not really a rifle.
We are duty bound to stop them.
See if there's anything up here worthwhile. It's just aesthetic.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I should have known better than to underestimate someone who will go to any length just to see justice done, no matter who gets hurt. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
Okay, figured that we were getting a double cross somewhere. Why are you doing this? I hope.
You think I'd betray you, or the Earth Directorate, or my principles for a handful of bits? There is no betrayal here, though it is understandable someone like you would see it thus. No. The explanation is far more simple. The Grand Plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. I have neither the time nor the need to explain the veracity, the nuances of the plan to one such as yourself. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. Spirit, embrace your place in the Grand Plan with humor. Maybe I misjudged you after all. Farewell, Commander.
Interesting. Just killed everybody. Oh, and then I'm put into hibernation.
The Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring riftinum.
High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
I unidentified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
Okay. If what's his face picks us up, it's gonna be hysterical. No, but it looks like the same crappy ship. Did all that for just the title sequence. Where's the unreliable?
They're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know it usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Hey!
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have stopped it. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. It is inadvisable. However, Agent Ibarra has had many years to teach himself new skills. though he has not shown the same aptitude in soap making, hydroponics, or cooking. This unit has also observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again, and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't need that. I love a skill. Point raises the skill by 1 up to the skill is specialized, which raised by 2. Let's do that. All right, let's see here. I don't need that. Let's go with that. Deluxe Moonman staff. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's kind of nice. Oh wow, okay, I need to go. I'm assuming this is for all the crew. You're eventually gonna have.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I mean, I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. Glad to see you're just as by the book as I remember. She's going to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was asserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. From your lips written into law. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town named Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a protectorate communications hub.
Didn't do that. Eden.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. An Earth Directorate agent prepares for all eventualities, including but not limited to unpremeditated murder. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Yay, I got an achievement for just doing the game. Okay. Interesting.
See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
That's why we're headed to Fairfield first. Less chance of us getting shot while picking up the Breeze trail.
Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a Yeseng protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep-fried snack line. So I refuse to fall for such a ham-handed attempt at dissemblance. Look, we're Auntie's Choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even, if you pull it off. Next time, try a little harder. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milverstreet knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milverstreet. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Whether it's an orifice or a face, Auntie's Choice makes it real.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
I must ask you to hold still.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. On my word, when I feel
Never been the type to sit behind a desk all day. What, when I could stand?
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over town hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
Oh, good lord.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my two old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's Choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. Opportunity comes visiting. Perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milverstreet's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought you'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Splendid, because I'm not interested in hiring any more idiots. I'm looking for people of tact and vision and perspicacity.
Perspicacity?
I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together. Tisk tisk. I appreciate your devotion to remaining mum, but I simply cannot work with a freelancer who I do not intimately understand. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Ceylon, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it, but she's more dangerous than she seems. Even the whole of Spacer's Choice could not be for her.
You're here early. I expected you'd be on the receiving end of Milverstreet's bluster until close to the end of time. Happy that ain't the case, as I can make use of you. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction? I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged. lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? Oh, for shame. He's devoted to his half measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew directness. Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Competence recognizes competence. One last thing. Visit the Ministry of Accuracy first to gain credentials that will grant you easy entrance to the repair center.
Reese sure has some chic putting the Earth Directorate symbol on the wall after everything she's done. Ectoplasm. Wait. Oh, just derelict. Let's keep. Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit. Brief one, of course. Not sure he'd still consider me such, but that's part and parcel of the reason I want to see him. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of the team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a might strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met. I think I've given the wrong impression. For all his anger, it wasn't like Zeb was going around with a revolver, much as he might have wanted to. We mostly help folks avoid getting into trouble over minor infractions. Or tried to anyway. We worked hard. But the Arbiters and Sentinels, well, they worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean line. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Teresa. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
You have unlimited stamina. This is just gonna be ridiculous.
Keep them coming. I can do this all day.
Okay.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going on. I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day.
Enthusiastically neutralizing friendlies.
Dang as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Met no offense, you ain't one of Auntie's, and from the look of things, the Protectorate here didn't put up much of a fight. Me and Raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusted that to you, then I reckon we're on the same side. Or something like it. I'm Inez Silon, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milverstreet of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon, too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one. She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But she also ain't quite got the hang of the employment thing.
Talk about random question out of nowhere. How will the one button macro work? Which you talking about the one I use? Because there's now a one button macro in the game already. Out of nowhere. It's probably going away, and I'll have to figure out either using the one in game, but they're making it so supposedly cutting way back down on everything that I might not have to. I might be able to use my unfortunate hands to see how it goes. But there's now a built-in one with a GCD that supposedly lowers the DPS by a little bit. I haven't gotten it to work very well, but it has been proven to be good in high keys when it came out at the end of Season 2.
You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by
How you been doing, man?
result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter.
Yeah, it is. And I think they're making a massive mistake. And I think I'm debating on how long I'll play. Taking away all the personal choice and everything. Like, basically, they're killing almost all add-ons for the most part. It's just, they're setting it up so it can go on console. And I think that's a mistake for a subscription service. And it's too late. They're trying to be like Final Fantasy, but it's just not.
Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe.
Yeah. It's going to be very rough. I think, I mean, when you have, so what they're doing, they're like getting rid of damage meters and various other things. They're getting rid of things that hundreds of people. Yeah, we're 6 of 8 mythic actually right now. We're working on the 7th boss. We raid once a week on Wednesdays, and I stream on Wednesdays when we raid. But yeah, we're still raiding. But they have a team of reportedly less than 10 people trying to recreate add-ons that thousands of people have worked on over years and years of time. Are you still staying away from pretty much all gaming? Too much work?
Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the raps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my
That
contract.
sucks.
Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Well, yeah, Sag. what sucks right now is so with the government shutdown going on, I'm working from home the entire time. I'm getting paid, thankfully. I'm not a part of the group that's not getting paid, but I work from home, and apparently I was playing too much, and I started having a headache for the entire month. Also, I wasn't drinking as much water, so I've corrected that now.
Entering a confrontational state.
Yep, and I'm now divorced. We finalized it a little while ago.
Combat protocols.
Oh shit.
Ready to assist with agent's health needs.
I mean, I didn't want to be divorced, so I would say bad. The thing is, we're still friends and we talk all the time. So there's that. Yeah. And the only reason I don't have my webcam up is because I wasn't sure where to put it. Actually, now that it's this, let me see. Should go, yeah, goes in my normal place. Should be fine. Shouldn't be hiding anything. Other than in screenshot, movies and whatnot. I was actually going through my convos and saw your name on my convo list. I was like, oh, I miss him. Oh, shut up. The angry... You were not that angry, dude. You can actually go... You should be able to look at stream from Wednesday and see what kind of environment I'm in now. I mean, it wasn't bad, but we unfortunately had to do a re-clear because people were missing. And I have a feeling that we're going to run into an attendance issue at this point because everybody's gone to play a game called Fellowship and whatnot. I mean, there's not even a point for me to do Mythic Plus right now because I've gotten everything I need. Just need stuff from Mythic Raid. But I've hit the max item level. No, they don't. They don't need to do that. Then it's paid to win. I leveled up! Oh, there's another level. Let's see here. What should we work on? You shouldn't spend money like that. That's ridiculous. No, but you want to just so you can do the stuff and then quit 5 minutes later. I know I'm gonna need lockpicking. Get no perks. No. Perks. I appreciate that, man. Hey, if I'm ever streaming and whatnot, or if there are any games that you want to try and play together, I would be so down to do stuff. Yeah. Good luck to you, man. Talk to you later. So nice to talk to Stonks again. Missed him. Cool dude. Wish he could play again. He would be an awesome tank. Actually, he'd be awesome at whatever he wanted to play. Go all the way across the whole goddamn place. Let's go through the brush. weird. It's just random. Random robots. Hey, bitch. Yeah, I probably can't go that way. All right.
Careful, friend. Reckon there might be a few loose raptons wandering
Careful of
around.
friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. 472 means they're gonna... Word is, Milver Street is ordering... That kind of thing ain't even on my contract.
Scout report.
Yes, sir.
I am trapped inside the research lab at the former site of the Eden's Bounty Agri Center. You must help me. You must. My subordinates have become homicidally irritable, though remain unaccountable.
Sir, looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. Eddie, Scout. Sorry to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
Hello? Calling out to any random, non-kill crazed passerby who can hear this? Yes, you.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers.
All that matters is getting these Automex to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Might be wise to get that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it. Not sure we should get any closer.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want? Oh, we'll get to that presently. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
Considerable damage to lungs imminent. Exit get gaseous. Found immediately.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. You would imagine so, wouldn't you? Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon. I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's Choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo.
Of course, you give me something that I'm not capable of really doing.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of Zeranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days. She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, the original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard or protect her asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't.
Ah.
If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. Good hunting. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. The hell is this? It's an interesting looking huge crab.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Nah.
Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. You do that. Anything to keep him off my back for an hour.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend them, I won't turn away help. This gas leak of ours has proven inexhaustible, patient, and insidious. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate. I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, that she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse. Why in law's name would you want to know that? Glad to hear it. Any further questions?
Okay.
The serenium now spews from the hangar more thickly than ever. The damage must have been more advanced than we thought. I knew I should have pushed the repairs earlier. Sure, a few may have died, but the mission might still have been salvaged. This is my fault. The blame lies squarely on my shoulders. I gambled on an outsider rather than trusting my own resources, and now the price is paid. With this failure, I have likely doomed this entire island to the tender mercies of our enemies. No more will our stalwart subjects reap the bounty of this land. No more will the pleasant wine of servos accompany our mechanical servants in their noble servitude. Instead, this island will be trampled by the boots of our enemies. Its resources stripped bare, leaving nothing of the beauty we've cultivated over long years. As our stewardship is cast aside like so much detritus, harmony will be lost, and chaos will reign. Praise will give way to slogans, duty to greed, honor to contractual obligation. Freaks and worse will despoil that which is left behind, while bureaucrats will use this once proud land as a springboard for their superficial, petty ambitions. And with the island's fall, harmony have dealt a crippling blow to the Protectorate itself. Our foes will use this place as a stepping stone, eating their way deeper into Eden like ravenous maggots. And it will all be my fault. I'll be remembered, if any of us is, as the one who lost it all. Yes, I suppose I have. Now please, leave me be.
All right, let's see here. I like that. I have 3 of the 4 I need. Or So that's over there. I mean, I might as well go to this because I'm so low on ammo.
Must be at least a few usable parts in here. Ah, it's warped. Just like everything else.
In combat-related activities.
Commencing termination. Second rate clockbuster.
susceptible to danger.
Let me know when you need a distraction. For fuck's sake!
Alright, time to go through and pick up all the things from all the people I killed. Jeez. Jesus fucking Christ.
Unsanitary conditions detected.
I've counted at least 6 horrendous death screams since you arrived. You must be affected as well. You there? Oh, you're likely affected too, aren't you? Scream twice for yes. Could it be? You seem an honest-to-goodness rational human being, unhindered by bloodlust, unshackled from their basal ganglia. Well then, by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, under Outbreak Provision 5A, I hereby press you into service to aid me in our present crisis. I, Elman Ormsby, Product Envisioner, Department of Proprietary Methodology and Audacious Advances, am your interim supervisor. Yes, tragedy has befallen a number of my subordinates. I will trust you not to make light of such heart-rending events. But back to the exciting news about this incredible new opportunity. You working for me, as an aide-de-camp of sorts, on a brief yet no doubt exhilarating assignment. Our lab had been researching the red spores that grow nearby to see if they might contribute to future Auntie's Choice products. As per usual, we threw precaution to the wind. A local spore sample interacted with a wonderfully preservative-rich diet of Auntie's Choice personnel, inadvertently leading to a chance reaction causing profound irritability. To a somewhat homicidal degree, it would seem to appear. By that measure, our work here could be considered a moderate success. Well, it should all be rather straightforward, yes? I suspect we'd use a top-down indirect coronium synthesis method, don't you think? Oh dear. It's occurred to me this might benefit to some extent from medical training. Are you perhaps someone well versed with pharmacological matters? Apologies. I do tend to assume everyone has a doctorate. No matter, if you are capable of following simple instructions, I'm sure I can guide you through it. Tremendous. Well then, before we roll up our sleeves and determine what's needed, any questions? We'll need two things. Fresh samples of the red spores and the findings from the expedition that originally uncovered them. After that, an antidote should be possible in relatively short order, with your skilled assistance, of course. Spore samples may be taken from a red plant indigenous to an area of tall rock formations northwest of here, ingeniously referred to as the Red Spire. The research team's findings are on a terminal in another building on these same grounds. A satellite lab to this one, if you will. Once we have an antidote firmly in hand, we can save their remaining colleagues. So best not murder them all in the meantime.
I've already done that.
Engaging hostiles.
Goodwin here. Field report update. We are approaching the Raptidon Den. These beasts have exhibited excessive irritability as of late. We endeavor to determine why. Surely the red spores aren't to blame. Windborne spores lack the catalytic agent of our food additives. Only way to be certain is to gather a stool sample. Simple enough. A routine task for the audacious Advances field team. Right now, as we approach the Rap's Nest, certainly the spirited variety will offer. No. Okay, we need to run now.
Sequence. Consenting.
Foraging time's over. We should have a week.
Nothing there.
Typical Auntie's choice. Moving fast and doing things.
My most favorite, least homicidal subordinate. How's all our field work progressing? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at you. And to think I just forcibly coerced the first gormless dunderhead who walked by and found you. Lucky me. Now, first things first. Place the data cartridge in the drawer for me, right here, in the slot below my intercom. Allow me to give this a cursory eyeball and... perfect. I'm sure we have the correct neutralizing agent here in the lab. I'll nose out the exact compound within our chemical reserves in 2 shakes of a rat's tail. Always fortuitous to have ready access to a key chemical agent nearby. This might work out yet. Auntie may ignore our recent setbacks if I deliver an easy-to-market product. Just imagine the ad slogans. Air, now with extra fractiousness. Though, I suppose it only works on other Auntie's Choice employees, not our preservative-free rivals. Oh, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Now we must formulate an antidote. If we're able to save my remaining subordinates, they can help us rush this product to market. Normally, I'd say perfection can't be hurried, but... there. I have determined the ideal counteragent. Here you are. Place it and the spore samples into that synthesizer. Enable the device, and it will be getting working antidote momentarily. Return with it directly as soon as it does, if you please. I cannot wait to put this entire sordid affair behind us. Though in the end, this should turn out to be quite a lucrative day. I saw you working the chemical synthesizer. I presume you were successful in creating an antidote? Nice try. But you don't possess nearly the negotiating power you might suspect. Not when I can simply bide my time and wait for another gormless dunderhead to stumble by. Why, let that thick-headed boob amble off with your reward. Not budging? Oh, all right. I suppose I'd be willing to throw in a little extra as a merit bonus for your superlative performance. Wonderful, wonderful! Knew you seemed a bankably reliable sort. All right. I am activating the air filtration system. There. Should only take a few moments for the antidote to circulate. Everyone still alive should be right as rain shortly. Marvelous. You'll find your remuneration in the chest behind me. My supervisor will hear of your actions. Oh, and before I forget, I, Omen Ormsby, under the power granted me by the Loeffler Risk Intercession Act, hereby free you from impressed service to Auntie's Choice. Be seeing you.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefits.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines or crafted at a workbench using materials like this collection of scrap metal and powder.
I can also help you craft items in a pinch when we're out together. Most won't even explode on you.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed. Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at your psyche. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her some work. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took to her grafts. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So Milver Street holds her contract. At least for now. Now, let's talk helping you. There's a bridge gating entry to the northern part of the island. You want to get to the Vox? First step is getting through it. There's an alternate path, but it's blocked by Zeranium. I'll order my troops at the forward operating base to aid you, and you'll punch through together. From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the no-frills, disposable quality of Auntie's choice any day. If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, I'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Much as I'd like the bridge's clearing. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos at the Vox. Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within. Stay intact.
protocol syringes primed.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention over there. Yeah, I'm playing The Outer Worlds 2. What am I doing?
This looks like the place.
I wish there was. I really wish there was a timestamp.
It's Horizon Point. Just hope he's here.
Niles.
Howdy, Zed. You look well.
Person, where is this? I'm not getting on Fellowship. I just bought this, so no.
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters. And who precisely are you? Another Earth Directorate cast-off? Ah, yes. The same commander who nobly ordered you to leave your colleague to perish under rubble.
This is The Outer Worlds 2. It's a sequel to The Outer World, obviously, which I immensely enjoyed. It's a kooky kind of comedy game set in a very weird universe. Corporations run everything, and it's just good humor. Unfortunately, it doesn't have like so far it hasn't had the good humor that the first one had. It's a first-person shooter, is what it boils down to, though.
No. I only dealt with the bloody aftermath. So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to know what's best for the
No, this is a lot. I think this has a lot more of a story driven to it than what Borderlands has. Not that Borderlands doesn't, but there's not like an over arc or anything like that.
Carted off to mental refreshment. Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust.
But I mean, you can put it in the same genre as Borderlands.
I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience.
I think this is
Miles.
less
I'm in
silly.
a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting.
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once.
Audra! Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zed?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs.
It's an RPG
Please.
type first-person shooter. Yeah, you could say it's kind of like Last of Us. There is some comedy in it. It's still more silly than like what a normal first-person shooter game is. Unfortunately, I haven't run into many of it. There's some pretty funny things that you missed at the beginning, but
I am, without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
okay. That's good. Glad that you got that going. If you need me, you know how to get in touch with me to get on. I don't have any plans tomorrow other than doing some yard work, so. But I haven't done any Mythic Plus, and I don't know if I'm really going to do that much Mythic Plus at this point. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do PvP. I know. I'm sorry. I've asked some friends and whatnot, and they're all dealing with the same things as well. I tried to get some people on Wednesday, but they were pushing on Demencia, so they weren't gonna risk their spots. So. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's the end of the expansion, player based dying off. It doesn't help fellowships out, and it's taking players and whatnot. And I really think the people are getting discouraged by what Blizzard's fixing to do, getting rid of all the add-ons, but that's just my personal opinion. I think it's a bad move on their part. But I've already said that before. Ha! Let's see what this is.
Taking care of citizens is developing the possible. Hear yourself. Yeah, that subject laughed after the first time we tried talking.
Later. Probably not going to be on for much longer myself.
Unusual levels of Zeranium detected ahead. Caution is advised. Going down, but I need to actually go up.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Well, stop walking in front of me, bitch.
Huh. A protectorate vestige. Guessing the cadre didn't make it. Time to start poking around. We'll need all their armorial IDs to get in.
I'd heard tale of those war-bred monstrosities, but enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Let me know when you need it stretched.
Engaging hostile actors.
Well, goddamn, Mongolians. Mashiwa. Alright, we're up to 3 of 5. God, we're already at platforming and shit. Bet you we take the elevator all the way back down after you do all this climbing.
Fire has ceased. Is there any way Aang's in
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
I have suffered grievous wounds. At least one of my lungs meets the open air. Marie fell swiftly. Screamed for me to help, but if I had remained to aid her, the mission would be at its end. I arrived here to find the controls non-functional. Since my weapon delivers magnetically contained electric charges, I inserted it into a conduit, hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief. That in my heart of hearts, I wished my love to live, despite her traitorism. My darling.
Captain, have we truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, speak plainly. My loved one's deeds bear no influence on my own.
Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved...
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. What do you think of that here?
Take care in the northern regions of the island. Fewer reports from scouts. Heightened degree of danger. Maybe that's something to look forward to. Loose your words. I'm listening. Good work. Sure it'll aid your path into the box. Presuming you keep your nerve. Let me spin you a yarn. One of my elite regiments ceased replying to hails several weeks ago. Hardy bunch. Fought all across the system. Yesterday, the Protectorate launched the regiment commander's upper torso into one of our encampments, which makes 2 1/3 complete corpses of a 6-person unit. Mocking us. Calculating bastards, the Protectorate. Would admire their efficacy if it weren't taking so many of my best and brightest. Once the fighting reignites in full, they'll pay dearly. Ask a loaded question, get a loaded answer. You want diluted truths and empty charm? Milver Street's just around the corner. Pains me to admit such, but for all our losses, we've minimal gains to show. It's all these half measures. Milver Street saw things my way, Paradise Island would be ours by minutes. Most hands are troublesome in their own ways. I'm here to do a job, difficult or no, and I'll be damned if I don't do it well. We outmaneuver the Protectorate. Hit them hard, hit them fast. By the time Blood sprays dirt, their citizens will have already defected. Fun as it is to discuss reasoning, reckon our time would be better spent focused on business.
Alright. I think that's going to be it for me. Oh, I might be back tomorrow. I might not. I don't know. But that's the end of my stream. Put it on my YouTube and see how it goes from there. Alright. Bye.